pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Now Atlanta starting five. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Alexander Walker and Risache fill out the perimeter, and it's White in at the point. And for the Warriors, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Green. Then there's Stephen Curry, then it's Moody, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Outside Risache. Back to White. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. To the inside. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
Yeah, one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
Melton with the ball. Now guarded by White. For three, Porzingis. The rebound by Atlanta. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Finished off the break.
Really good passing wing. Risache isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Curry passes to Melton. Porzingis against Okongwu. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Now Johnson. Now Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Curry. Just four to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and two of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Pass to Risache. Outside, Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Melton. Back to Risache. And he lobs it up top. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Green. Outside Porzingis. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Curry against White. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Porzingis. Curry against White. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Curry. It's hauled in by White.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Okongwu. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now here's Melton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's stolen by Okongwu. Jumps up. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
make some changes. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Green. OG Anunoby comes in for Moody. And Podziemski subbed in for Melton. Now here's Podziemski. And he banks in the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Risacher. Okongwu, a screen on Anunoby. The 3 from Risacher. Drops in the 3.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Outside Podziemski. The 3 from Curry. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Up top, White. Defended by Podziemski. Outside Risacher. White with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Risacher. And Anunoby pulls it down. Warriors trail by 4. Podziemski with it. Robinson, a screen on White. It's Podziemski on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. White with the steal. Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Golden State has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thanks, Brian. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Celtics has announced their latest move. They're clearly excited to acquire Luka Doncic, a massive addition to their squad. They'll count on Luka having the ball in his hands quite a bit, whether it's scoring or playmaking. Doncic provides massive value for this offense. The whole league is talking about this move. It's buzzing. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Warriors trail by 7. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Up top, Curry, covered by Alexander Walker. Porzingis passes to Robinson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Warriors make some changes. Williams is checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Curry in for Stephen Curry. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Atlanta. McCollum comes in for Alexander Walker. White, the pass to Okongwu. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Porzingis is checked in for Williams. Atlanta also making some changes. Walsh is checked in for Johnson. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Derek White. Now here's Podziemski. A one-hand jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Walsh. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Walsh. And that's good from 17 feet.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And here's Curry for 3. Onyeka Okongwu, he's been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
We've got Mitchell Robinson, Brandon Podziemski out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Atlanta with the ball. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's McCollum, and another basket for Atlanta.
Gotta love how McCollum hunts down his shots, always looking for his next bucket.
Now here's Podziemski. Robinson, a screen on McCollum. Podziemski into the lane. Pass to Robinson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Kispert outside. McCollum outside. And McCollum slams it in.
And how about the ups from CJ? I mean, more than capable of hammering it home.
Screen by Robinson. Curry passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And here's McCollum. Lets it go from the wing. And another basket for Atlanta.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Warriors trail by 9. Now Curry. He's scoreless. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, just how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Williams is checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Curry. Atlanta also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Walsh. Risacher comes in for Kuminga. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. And it's in there.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Warriors have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Outside Podziemski. Clock at 6. Williams a screen on McCollum. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the night.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Now here's Risacher. Pass to Johnson. Shot from 12. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Big time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Warriors trail by 12. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Shot's good by McCollum.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence out.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Williams. Moody comes in for Anunoby. And it's Melton in for Podziemski. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. White comes in for McCollum. Now here's Melton. Still no points. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick-and-roll game.
Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with texts and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Melton up top. Green, a screen. Melton passes to Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
The Hawks lead by 7. Outside Risacher. To the middle. And stolen by Green. Here's Moody. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Here's White. Outside Johnson. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Warriors trail by 5. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Melton, covered by Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Here's White. Outside Alexander Walker. Three-pointer, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Minute 32 left to play in the first half. Pass to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
1:16 left in the first half of this one. Outside White. Now here's Risacher. Moody defends. Risacher with the ball. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Nice pass by Risacher. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Melton outside. Pass to Curry. 4-3. Curry buries the triple.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
And although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Williams is checked in for the Warriors. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And the free throw, no good. Now Moody. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the screen. Curry with it. Now guarded by White. And now the Hawks on the break. Now here's Risacher. Tight defense on him. Outside White. From deep, Johnson. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Johnson. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for Golden State.
First thing I look at, the free throw discrepancy. They're on the wrong side of that number. The aggression hasn't been there tonight, guys.
Yeah, we'll see if they can start the second half with a little more oomph. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Alexander Walker and Risache fill out the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's White in at the point. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Risache. And here's Alexander Walker. Melton covers. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Now here's White. It's stolen by Green. Here's Melton. No points so far. Left side Curry. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
White, the pass to Johnson. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Risache. Porzingis grabs the board. Warriors trail by 4. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on White to the left side wing. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson a screen on Green. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Johnson's versatility really shows up in the pick and roll.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Now here's Melton. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Warriors. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Williams comes in for Draymond Green. OG Anunoby's checked in for Moody. And it's Curry in for Melton. Now here's Curry, averaging around 5 points a game. Screen by Robinson. Williams on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to White. Back to Johnson. Here's Okongwu. Warriors with the rebound. Williams on the wing, covered by Johnson. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Risacher. The Hawks lead by 6. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The open shot, White. Williams grabs the board.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Curry passes to Curry. Screen by Robinson. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
Solid pass from the combo guard Curry. Look, people don't understand. He's not just a shooter. He's a basketball player.
Okongwu. And that one is hammered home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. On the wing, Curry. Covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Curry. Williams, a screen on White. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. White with the steal. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
And the Warriors make some changes. Porzingis comes in for Williams, and Podziemski subbed in for Curry. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kuminga's checked in. Now here's Podziemski. He's got 6. The three from Curry. It's rebounded by Risacher. Risacher's got 4 rebounds now. White with it. Now Podziemski defending. Back to Risacher. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here's Podziemski. Robinson, a screen on White. Podziemski into the lane, and the layup is good. Podziemski's got 8.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Kuminga. Outside Risacher. Okongwu, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Risacher. Oh, Robinson with a block. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's are going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Now here's Okongwu. He's got 14. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And the Warriors make some changes. Williams is checked in for Porzingis, and it's Curry in for Stephen Curry. Atlanta also making some changes. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Walsh comes in for Risacher, and it's McCollum in for Alexander Walker. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. There's McCollum with the 3. And Atlanta misses again.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Curry. For the tie. And that's 2 points on the layup. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
26 seconds left in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Shoots over Curry. McCollum's shot is off.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Now here's Podziemski. He's guarded by White. Podziemski into the lane. Here's Robinson. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Grant Williams out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Porzingis in at center. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. Podziemski into the lane. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
The Warriors leading. Now Curry. Pass to Williams. The rebound by Atlanta.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And here's McCollum. Here's Landale. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. With some arc. And the layup is up and in.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Curry. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And there's the drive. They get it back. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. McCollum outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Warriors have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Curry. There's the drive. Comes up empty down low. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. And the Warriors shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible to the paint. Here's Williams. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Kuminga. Podziemski grabs the board. Now the Warriors with it. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. It's stolen by Kuminga. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And McCollum slams it in.
Oh, I love how McCollum moves in transition, just has a strong sense of where to position himself.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Santos has checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Curry. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Risache comes in for Kuminga. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kispert. And Derek White subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Okongwu with the bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
The three from Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Now here's Podziemski. To the inside. Here's Williams. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by White. Back to Johnson. Risacher with the ball. Okongwu. Ooh, he leaves no question. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Draymond Green comes in for Williams. Moody's checked in for Santos. And it's Melton in for Podziemski. Now here's Curry. Melton outside. Driving in. Oh, he jammed it.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
Alexander Walker with it, and Melton picks him up defensively. Outside, Alexander Walker. From 12 feet out, cash.
It's always good to see Risacher mixing it up down low.
Here's Melton. Here's Curry.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Green with a screen on White. Now Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer!
No stranger to important moments. Draymond, some vital points there.
The Hawks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Left side, Risacher. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Okongwu. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
He hits the first one, and that ties this game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
That's what they needed from him, unaffected by the pressure.
Melton outside. Here's Curry for 3. Oh, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That's it.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Curry. The triple drop.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Melton outside. Here's Curry. Shoots a 3. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Warriors making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Looking it over.
making his presence felt on defense. Hurry with the rejection.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Melton outside. 5 to shoot. He launches. Johnson with the rebound. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Substitution for your Warriors, Mitchell Robinson.
On the wing, Risache. Anunoby covering. Outside Risache. Shoots! And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Stephen, plenty of momentum swings in this game. What made the difference in the end?
Because everybody was on. Defensively, it was a tough night on both sides, just trying to contain and fire around and try to contest shots. But at the end of the day, we made a couple more plays, kept our composure down the stretch, and got the win.
It's a beautiful thing when shots are falling. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.